Hello, long time no see. So if you've not been on this channel before, my name is Fiona. I'm an artist and illustrator living in Scotland, and today is a particularly exciting video because I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I just got back from Japan. It's been such a lifelong dream for me to go to Japan. I've loved Japanese media, Japanese art, Japanese culture ever since I was a little kid. This trip has just meant the world to me. I'll remember stuff from this trip for the rest of my life. I can't even put it into words. But rest assured, there will be a Japan sketchbook tour video coming very soon as I've finished polishing off the sketchbook. And then you'll get to see everything I did, everything I saw in drawing format. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But for today, what we're doing is an art supply haul video. So of course, you know, I went to Tokyo, I had to go to Sekaido, I had to go to Loft, I had to go to Tokyo Hands, and Daiso as well. So I've got a big pile of stuff to show you today. I really did spend far too much money on art supplies, but let's not think too hard about that. Actually, I had to buy an extra suitcase while I was there. That is how much stuff I bought. But yeah, let's jump right in. I'm going to show you everything I got. Right, okay, let's begin. I was thinking about how best to do this, and I think I'm going to divide it into the different shops rather than into different types of varieties of things. So I'm going to start with Tokyo Hands, or maybe it's Tokyu Hands, which is a big department store in Tokyo. I think they have one in Kyoto as well, actually. And they sell all sorts of things, but they also have a massive stationery and art supplies section, which is where I got these. Ooh. Now this might be meaningless to you, but if you're into like markers and stuff, Copic markers are kind of a big deal. They're amazing. They're really good quality, and most importantly, they are very expensive in the UK and the US and places like that. So these are sketch markers. In the UK, you would probably pay about £9 or £10 for just one of these. In Japan, because they're a Japanese brand, I think they were 300 or 400 yen, which is maybe £2 or £3. So yeah, £10 in the UK, £2 in Japan. When I saw that, I was so excited. I got loads. So yeah, this would have, I don't want to think about how much all of these would have set me back in the UK. Like for example, that would be £30 just for that in the UK, but it was maybe £6 or £7 in Japan. So yeah, needless to say, I absolutely stocked up. And I got this case as well. I think this is for 36, and it comes with a little lid as well. So I'm super excited to use these. I absolutely love Copic markers. I've been using them for years, and just like gradually saving up and buying them one by one. So it was super exciting to be able to buy a bunch in one go. Also at Tokyo Hands, I grabbed, this is a thing of origami paper. You can see all the different colours and varieties they have in the pack. So this is a little multi-pack of origami papers. Not because I do origami paper so much, but because I like to use it for collaging purposes. It can be really fun to, you know, draw a character and then maybe like cut her dress out of origami and paste it on in a fun collagey sort of way. So that's origami paper. That wasn't too expensive either. That was maybe like 200 yen or something like that. Also still in Tokyo Hands. So these are some fun little erasers. This one is, it's like a little cat, but you can see on the side here, the way it works is when you erase with it, it sort of like becomes a cat. It like takes the shape of, so it's like a cuboid now, but as you erase with it, it sort of becomes rounded and it becomes a cat. This is one thing I really love about Japanese stationery and Japanese art supplies. They're just so thoughtful and inventive, and they think about like how it will be used. Similar for this is another eraser, and this. So as you can see from the side, it's just purple with a bit of white in the middle. But as you erase with it, it turns into Mount Fuji. If you can imagine, the purple comes away and the white shows through. Isn't that so clever? That's so fun to me. Another ingenious little thing. So this is a pair of scissors. And the way it works is that pops off and then, pow, it's scissors. But it's just a super useful tiny little option for shoving in, for shoving in like a pencil case. Isn't that cool? And next we have a bunch of pens. These are all very similar in that, well actually that one's not. So this is a Uniball 1 pen, which if you're a stationery nerd like me, you'll know this actually won a stationery award in Japan. I don't know if it was like best overall or best pen, but it definitely won an award just for being really beautiful to write and draw with. It's this really smooth black ink. It's like a gel pen, and it's a nice little shape as well. Like it feels like pleasing to hold in the hand because of the width and the length of it. So I got this and I drew with it for a few days and I loved it so much that I was like, right, I'm going back and getting loads. So I've got this. I've got a backup, just, it's the same color of ink, it's just like another barrel. So this is another one the exact same for when I use that one up. Another one the same, but with a slightly thinner line, so this is 0.38. And then I got some just in different colours. So I've got this lovely like kind of blue and then like a sage green. So yay, I get so excited about pens and stuff. I can't wait to journal and draw with these. And next we've got a mild liner. So these are, I think they're designed for like studying with. They are like a highlighter, but instead of being, you know, neon coloured, they're like lovely pastel, gentle colours, and these are lovely to draw with as well. Mild liner. Also from Tokyo Hands, I've got some fountain pen inks here. So these are Sailor Shikiori inks. I really like drawing with fountain pens just because of the customizability of them. So you get one fountain pen, but you can get different nib sizes, you can replace different inks in them. They're super customizable. And I also really enjoy with fountain pens the fact that they're not like a throwaway thing. You get one fountain pen and you can refill it and use it for your whole life. So they're quite a sustainable option as well. But yeah, I've got some different inks for it. We have got this one, Waka Uguasu. I'm probably gonna butcher these pronunciations, but that's like a lovely, like a grass green. Shigure, which is a dark purple, and Sakura Mori, which is a light pink. I think Sakura Mori means Sakura forest. Sakura meaning, you know, like the classic Japanese cherry blossoms. Okay, next I think I will move on to, okay, I'll show you the Ghibli store stuff. So we went to a few Ghibli stores. We went to the one in Tokyo in the Tokyo station, and I also went to one in Osaka as well. They don't have a huge amount of stationery or art supply items, but they do have a few cute things. So if you know me, you'll know that I am obsessed with washi tapes. I love collecting them. I think they make such a cool little souvenir because they're such a like a small portable thing. Everywhere in Japan sells them. You can get them at all different kinds of like themes and places. They're just fun to journal with. So like I said, I've been keeping a sketchbook of my time in Japan, and I've been picking up little washi tapes as I go and using them to like tape in receipts and stuff. I just think they're a fun little souvenir. So this is two from the Ghibli store. This is little Totoro characters. And we have got little set spirits as well from Spirited Away. And then this notebook as well. So this is just a normal notebook. I think it's graph paper, looking at the side of it. And it's of Chihiro's big realization moment at the end of Spirited Away. I just thought that was really cute. Let me move on to Daiso next. So Daiso it's kind of like a pound shop. It's a 100 yen shop in Japan. And they're another shop that sells all sorts of things, but they do have like a stationery section. So I didn't get much from there. I mostly just got stickers and this glue stick. It's just a normal glue stick. But yeah, I was journaling as I went and I ran out of glue, so that's convenient. But yeah, I like stickers as well for stuff like, I use them for like when I'm packaging Etsy orders, I sometimes put some fun stickers on, or, you know, just for like my own purposes, like sticking them on sketchbooks and stuff like that. So we got some cool holographic Pokemon stickers. Again, these are 100 yen each, so maybe like 60 pence or a little bit less than $1 each. We have got some little baking pooches, isn't that cute? And Sanrio characters as well. Everything was covered in Sanrio characters everywhere I went in Japan. There was loads of like crane games of like Hello Kitty characters. Yeah, Japan absolutely loves Sanrio. If you're a fan, it's so easy to get lots of cool merch. I think I'll move on to the Sekaido stuff next. So if you don't know, Sekaido is a big art supply shop, a big dedicated art supply shop in Shinjuku in Tokyo. It's 4 or 5 floors. I spent hours in there. I absolutely love it. It's such a absolutely must do if you're an artist and you're going to Tokyo. So the first thing I got was this eeny weeny little ceramic little paint palette, which is just adorable. I have a bunch of plastic paint palettes, but there's something just really pleasing and heavy and luxury about a ceramic one. Next I picked up, so these are Delita screens. So they're used in manga. In a panel of manga there'll be like a character and a speech bubble, and then behind them there'll be like a screen print gradient or like some clouds and stuff like that. So that's probably all done digitally now, but back in the day this is what manga artists used to do. So they would, you know, painstakingly cut out the correct shapes of sky and stuff like that. And a Delita screen, it's basically just a big sticker. So you'd cut out your shapes and then you would stick it onto the panels, and then that would become, you know, the manga panels. And I've always thought that's such a cool idea. So I really want to enjoy experimenting with those. Maybe I'll make a video about it, how to use them, and see how far I get with it. But yeah, I'm quite excited to try these. We've got another fountain pen ink. So this is Sailor ink, just black. which is a good staple to have. Also from Sekaido, I was quite excited to find this. So this is, it's quite like a famous legendary book. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, but it's quite expensive to try and buy in the UK, so I was really excited to see it in Sekaido. So this is a dictionary of colour combinations, and basically the way you use it is just inspiration for if you're drawing something and you're not sure about colour palette, or if you want to get out of your comfort zone of always using the same few colours. The idea is you just flick through this and see which one speaks to you. So they've got 4 colour palettes, 3 colour and 2 colour. So this was published in the 1930s. So the kind of colour palettes really speak to the whole. If I talk about Japanese like retro graphic design, I hope you know what I mean, but it can be so beautiful and so clever and quite simplified as well. So that's what I think of when I see these, and I'm quite excited to try and like work with this in my own work. So yeah, dictionary of colour combinations. So this is something I had on my wish list of I absolutely have to try and find this while I'm in Japan. And I found loads of it. So this is Tomoe River paper, which is a really special paper that's just made in Japan. And it is famous for being absolutely beautiful to write on with fountain pens. If you've seen, you know, my sketchbook videos and stuff like that, you know that I love drawing with fountain pens a lot. That's also why I picked up all those inks as well. I'm really sorry if you can hear like banging and shouting in the background. There is people putting scaffolding up outside, so I apologise for that. Hopefully it's not too loud. Anyway, yeah, Tomoe River paper. It's famous for being absolutely beautiful to write on with fountain pens. It really showcases like the quality of the ink, and it doesn't like show through as well on the other side. So I was really excited to find some because like I've heard of it before on like fountain pen subreddit and stuff like that, but I've never found it in the UK, so this is really exciting. So I've got a bunch of loose sheets of paper that I'm going to bind into my own sketchbook. I've got a dot grid notebook of it, and I've got a plain paper notebook of it as well, which I'm going to use as a sketchbook. Next in Sekaido was, so this is a coloured pencil eraser, which works. I don't know how it works. It's magic. It erases coloured pencil. Who knows what magic this includes? And look, oh no, it's more fountain pen inks. I can't be stopped. I love collecting fountain pen inks. I've got quite a few now. Shizuku inks. Another green, this is like a pale bluey purple, and then this is a kind of dark smoky grey colour. And they put them in these lovely little presentation box for me when I got them. Isn't that lovely? So that's Pilot. This is another discovery that I got super excited about while I was in Japan. So these are Pilot friction coloured pencils, and these are erasable coloured pencils. I have got another one as well. Oh yes, this is the one I've been using. So this is the pale blue one. You can see how much I've used it actually from how much shorter it is than the other ones. I've only had it a few weeks. And yeah, I don't really like drawing with graphite because I just feel like the side of my hand smudges it everywhere. I much prefer drawing with coloured pencils, but then they have the downside of being a little bit trickier to erase. So when I found these fully erasable coloured pencils, it blew my mind. They absolutely do work. There's no residue at all. They erase much easier than even graphite. So definitely keep an eye out for these. Pilot friction coloured pencils, I totally recommend these. They're really, really fun to use. So I've got a blue that I've been using, and when I bought this and then I went home and realised how good it was, went back to the Airbnb rather, I was like, holy crap. And I went back and bought another 3 in different colours. That shows how cool that is. So I think I'm just gonna, these are just gonna be my go-to pencils from now on. I'm no longer interested in graphite at all. How about I move on to the Nintendo store stuff next? Yeah, I think I'll do that. This was another place that I spent far too much money. So this was a Nintendo shop in the Shibuya Parco mall. Yeah, I think that's where I got all of this. So first of all, more stickers, woohoo! So this is some like little pixel art stickers of all different Pokemon. As you can see, some are missing. I have been using these. Grabbed little washi tapes as well, because of course I did. So this is an Animal Crossing one. It's quite a thick one, it's quite a chunky one, so it's useful for like taping in quite big things or like wrapping up like birthday presents and stuff like that. So it's got all characters, we've got Isabelle, we've got Tobnook, and a couple others. I also picked up this, which is, it looks like a washi tape, but it's actually a roll of little stickers of, again, Animal Crossing characters. So we've got Able Sisters, we've got Isabelle. It's like little stickers that flake off, so it's not quite a washi tape. And I picked up some coloured pencils. So these are for drawing with. These are red coloured pencils, and we've got all little Animal Crossing characters down them. And I grabbed some fun notebooks there as well. So this is a little Pokemon notebook. I can see from the edges that this is graph paper, and it says, Pokemon, let's have a fun and friendly time together, which I thought was lovely. Yeah, all cafe themed. So that's cool. I think I'm going to use this for, I'm one of those people that just buys notebooks faster than I can use them. But I do have an idea in mind for this one. I think for this one I'm going to use it for, so basically going to Japan has made me more inspired than ever to try and learn some Japanese. So I think I'm going to use this in my little study notebook for practicing writing kanji and stuff like that. And I got a fun little notepad. So this is like little tear off note cards. I've got Timmy and Tommy, because they just tear out. I think I'm going to use these for like little thank you notes for my Etsy orders, because I like to write a little, you know, thank you for buying from my shop, but I normally just use plain paper, whereas I think this would be a fun little surprise for people to get one of these. So if you buy anything from me, keep your eyes peeled, you might get one of them. And this is similar again, but a little bit of a bigger size. So I'll show you the different designs. Isn't that so cute? Wouldn't that be so nice to receive like a letter on this paper? And it's yet another notebook. I have no idea what I'm going to use this one for. I just liked it. I just thought it was cute. I think that's just line paper. Yeah. Debutsu no Mori. So that's just Animal Crossing in Japanese. I think it means animals of the forest, or forest of animals, something like that. And yet more washi tapes. So we've got a little pink one. We've got Pikachu, Sylveon, and like a bluey purpley one. So last but not least, the very last place we went to was Loft, which is another huge stationery store. It's not so much a art supply specific store, it's more all kinds of different stationery, but there was quite a lot of art supplies there. And that was pretty much it really. So I'll go through that, and then I think that is everything. Yeah, okay, so I'll start with yet more washi tape, because it's me and I can't help myself. We've got like a little forest animals one. We have got some, this is kind of hard to see. You know what, I think I'll film and maybe insert a clip of all these washi tapes actually taped out, because it's kind of hard to see, but that's like little lucky cats, little waving cats. And we've got an adorable little kittens and bunnies one. This one I've used quite a lot, so this is just little sakura blossoms, but I've used this a lot in my Japan journal because it seems appropriate, you know? The time of year we went in April. Got some little pandas. This one's done its packaging, I've not used this. Oh yeah, so that's 260 yen, so that's about like £1.50. So yeah, all of this stuff, although it looks like quite a lot, it has been really affordable. I spent, well, if I'd bought all of this in the UK, it would have been about 3 times as much, I really do think. So yeah, if you're going to Japan, absolutely stock up on stationery. It's really worth it if you're interested in like collecting nice things. This one I thought was particularly cute. Isn't that cool? Okay, so these are stamps. They are made with the Pilot Friction ink, which means they're erasable, which is really cool. A little paw print, a little frog. So I can stamp these everywhere, and if I decide I don't like it, I can just erase with a normal eraser. I think the way it works is the ink is like a heat sensitive ink, so it disappears from heat, from the friction from an eraser, which is really cool. Oh no, it's yet more fountain pen ink. So this is another Sailor colour. It's Kyoko. I grabbed another notebook. I don't know what I'm going to use this one for. I just thought it was really cute with the colours and the puffer fish. And if you look closely at the paper, it's kind of a sea wavy line to it. Cute. It's yet more stickers. I couldn't resist these. Aren't they fun? Got some more Shiba Inus. And some little lucky waving cats. Yeah, there's one missing because I went over my Japan sketchbook. It's been about 3 weeks since I got back from Japan, so yeah, quite a few things have been used. And then very last thing, last but not least, is a fountain pen. So this is a Pilot Kakuno fountain pen. I actually already have one of these. I have a pink one with a different size nib, and I like it so much, I just wanted another option so I can keep them both inked at the same time and choose between 2 different colours of ink. But these are very much marketed as like a starter fountain pen for children. They're really easy to use, really easy to refill, and they've got, I don't know how well you can see, but they've got a little face on the nib. But yeah, if you're interested in getting into fountain pens, and maybe I can make a video about it, but this is a really good, like, easy to use starter pen and not too expensive. I think this was maybe £7 or £8, something like that. But yeah, that's it, that's everything. Thanks for hanging around to this long rambling video. This has been super fun going through everything because I'd kind of packed a few things away in bags and I've forgotten what I'd even got. So it's kind of like, it's almost like shopping again, getting to go back through and see everything. But yeah, like I said, I have been filling up a Japan sketchbook. It is this sketchbook right here that I took with me. You can see how well loved it is. It's like thick and crinkly and full of memories and all sorts of drawings and pasted in receipts. And I'm such a hoarder for like funny little things like that, but I just think it makes such an interesting sketchbook. But yeah, so I'm going to be finishing that off. I want it to be nice and polished before I show anybody. There's a couple drawings I still need to finish that I didn't get the chance to while I was still in Japan. But that will be the next video, I think. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll try and have it all ready soon. If you made it all the way through this video, you're amazing, thank you. And I'll hopefully see you very soon. Thanks for hanging out with me.